Welcome to Leadership Energetics. I'm in my new home. I haven't posted in a while, but I'm back. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how meditation should not be something you use to escape reality or something that you use to have a natural high. It should be something that you use to build your skills so that you can meditate doing anything. Because the tool of meditation is to improve your focus and your concentration and to shift your mental state. But when you are in meditation, when you're doing any spiritual practice, including yoga, including dancing, anything you're doing, this is an amazing podcast. You really, really need to listen and pay attention to this. This is powerful stuff. But when you're doing anything like such as yoga, meditation, dance, whatever it is that you're doing, you should really as a leader be taking in all of the skills and learning from it in a very eclectic way, in a very holistic way, where you're seeing, okay, so when I do this, this is what happens in the other person, this is the effect that I have on them. So how can I transfer those skills from dance, from tantra, from meditation, from anything that I do in my life to leadership so that I can improve my leadership? When you start thinking like this, you are going to be the best leader in any room, because now you are thinking for yourself. You are collecting data that cannot be gotten from a book, because you're collecting it from direct experience, which is gold, it is diamond, it is wisdom. As a leader, your job is to be skilled at people, skilled at relating to people, skilled at social interactions. One of the biggest skills that I've learned, and the most simple, hands down skill, is to write appreciation letters. So that means I literally just write the things I like about someone on a piece of paper, and that's it. It's simple, changes my focal point on my attraction, my point of attraction from them. Because of law of attraction, what you think is what you attract. It changes my point of attraction. It also sends them good energy, creates a positive dynamic, and also allows me to be able to learn and heal and receive the medicine for whatever that soul or spirit is in my life for. And so it's like I'm doing all those three things just by doing something so simple as an appreciation letter. So, hear me out. If something so simple as an appreciation letter can have such a positive effect in someone's life, can you imagine if you consistently did these things every day? Like how freaking monumental the shifts in your life would be. And they're so simple and they're so easy. But then again, the appreciation letter, just like the meditation and the dance that I used as an example, it's a skill that you can transfer and use in each present moment when you're conversing with someone. When you learn to master and build like these narrow pathways to be able to seek the best in people quicker, now at a subconscious and also quiet level in conversation, because we're having silent conversations all the time, you can now start projecting positive energy, which as a leader, because you're coaching people to become the better versions of themselves, you're leading them to their success so that you can as a team collectively achieve what it is you desire to achieve. Knowing this and seeking things constantly, appreciation, subtle, subliminal level, people will feel that, and it will affect people immensely, because everything is an energy exchange. Everything you do is energy. So you seeking the best in people, seeking the positive aspects in what they're doing correctly and what they're doing right, will change the game for you, because now you are quite literally amplifying the good parts of them, which allows them to grow more quickly, be more successful, and also reach their potential, which is all that you want to do as a leader with the people you're leading. And also it will call them to rise into their power, call them to rise into their best version, and will create good karma. Whatever your definition of karma is, my belief of karma is what you give out, like a boomerang effect of energy returns to you. So that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a punishment or a bad thing. It's a mirror, it's a reflection. We are constantly having a feedback from our experience with our energy. But I do not believe karma is like, because you give out anger, you will get anger back. I don't believe it works like that. I think it works in the sense of like your beliefs, your programs, your expectations are your karma, which is your action. So every thought you have becomes an action, and your intentions and your thought processes really affect the energy behind your action, and that's the energy that comes back to you. So if your thoughts are, I'm angry, but this is justifiable and this is correct, I'm in the right, and you really truly believe that and you do that action, your energy through that anger is more certain. There's a sureness, there's a foundation in that, and because of that there's a level of like that really wouldn't be returned to you, because it's a mirror. Karma is a mirror. It's you versus you. So essentially it's you learning the lessons you need to learn, having the justice in order to grow your soul, but essentially you're the one that's giving yourself these lessons from your beliefs of whether that was a thing that was bad or good. Now that's not to say you have to gaslight yourself into thinking everything is good or bad or whatever, like so that you don't get consequences. No, it's to say that karma is very real, but it's not a thing about like there's certain rules up in the sky and there's just one right way to be and one wrong way to be. No, it's not like that. It's more complex and more eclectic. I'm using the eclectic word a lot recently, but it's much more holistic, and it's still not the right word. It's a lot more broad than that. I still feel like that's not exactly the word that I want to use. Probably somebody is watching this and being like, I know what you're trying to say. It's a lot more complex, and there's a lot more to it. So I'd say that when it comes to karma, it's like it quite literally is a co-creation. We are co-creating our outcomes, our manifestations with other people, and so you can look at it in a paradigm, so in a belief of whatever belief you have of how reality works is how reality will show up for you. So you can say, well, then I can just stop believing in karma and then karma won't show up. I think that there's a gray area there, because there are certain laws that exist, like the law of gravity, and no matter how much you want to not believe in gravity, there's a level of like solidifying in that belief so deep that it's hard to shift it. So I think that when it comes to the law of karma, there's a lot of people who believe in that belief, so there's a lot of projections around that belief, and so you're co-creating with other people all the time, because we all have the power to manifest. And so if other people have a very solidified belief in that, you have to have a very solidified belief in something else. And I would definitely will be talking more about karma in another episode, but it's not flowing as much as I'd want to, but I think it's divine. Everything that I really needed to say, I've said about it. I mostly think that when it comes to karma in general, it is something that is very much not something you shouldn't do something good for the sake of getting good karma, because that's not how karma works. At least that's from my direct experience with reality. It doesn't work like that. It's not like you do something out of obligation, and everything should be coming from a place of authenticity and truth and honesty, and that pure frequency is so powerful that you will be reflected back like a boomerang, the same energy back to you in love and appreciation and gratitude. Because we are literally in the universe. You can't lie to the universe. You can't lie to the universe. You can lie to yourself, you can lie to other people, but your energy doesn't lie. Energy doesn't lie. And karma is about energy. So essentially, that's the explanation, and we're happy with that. I will leave it there for the karma bit. But essentially, going back to the skills, your meditations are just simply skills. You are meditating and you're having these experiences in order for you to be able to come out the other side with skills. And skills are abilities to move through your life with certain thought processes, with certain disciplines, and certain processes, whether it's how you move, how you think, or how you feel. These processes which help you get a certain outcome, help you influence and control the experiences that you're having. For example, a skill that would control the experience you're having, another skill would be to firmly hold this, right, with my grip, with my hand. That's a skill, and I'm able to control my experience and also influence more intentionally what I want to do. That allows me to be able to move this controller with more stability because my grip's strong. So essentially, a skill can be something physical, something spiritual, or something mental. And they will give you different abilities, different gifts, and abilities to influence your experience in reality. And the more you grow in manifestation, the more your skills and spiritual gifts grow. And so does your ability to create manifestations instantly. And that's why skill is a thing that you should invest more than anything in the world in leadership, because your ability to have more skills is what you need to be a respected, powerful leader. So I'm gonna finish here. This was actually a really freaking phenomenal video. Like this video because then I know you're enjoying it. Comment because I want to really connect with you. And subscribe because then I will be able to consistently give you amazing, phenomenal content. I will see you soon.